In this video, I'm going to walk you through the time clock functionality, which allows employees to clock in for a shift and provide details about what they did during their time. A few things to note is for an employee to use the time clock feature, they will need to have a staff account within KonstructIQ, and they will need to be invited via email so they can create their own account and log in. If you have any questions about how to do this, we have a video on staff management you can watch, or you can contact us through our support channel, and we're happy to help you there as well. Okay, so let's get started. So the first things first is to log in here to KonstructIQ. And what I'm showing you here is an admin view in which you can see a bunch of projects and time cards. But for the most basic access user, for the most part, all they'll see is this clock in button. And so when they click clock in, they will see a few things. Number one, a little window will pop up showing the time, the status that they're clocked out, and they can select a job type. So in this case, I'll click office, as well as a particular project. Now, you can also ask them to select the line item, but you don't have to. And all of this is configurable. And I'll show you that if I have time at the end. So let's clock in here. And you can see that the employee is successfully clocked in, that the status has been updated, and the total hours are now ticking up. And you can see that I'm currently on a shift for Reading Rainbow, and I'm doing office type work. Now, let's say you need to stay on shift, but just switch the job that you're doing. So the way you accomplish that is through split shift. And this will allow you to close your current shift and immediately open up a new one. So I'll click split shift. Any notes about what I performed can be added here. I can report any injuries and add any attachments, which can be files or photos, what have you, and add them here to the attachments. So when I submit this, I can then start a new shift. So I'm going to do office work for a different project. Let's say it's the someday renovation. And I can also, again, specify a line item if I want, but I'm not required to. And we'll split this shift. Now you can see that a second shift has been created. I've been working for 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and everything is well. So I'm getting tired. I want to take a break. So click start break. And when the employee selects this option, they can choose from one of a few different preset options. Now, you as the admin can choose specifying which one of these is a paid break versus an unpaid break. I'll show you that in just a moment. So in this case, I'm going to take a lunch. I'm going to start my break. I've been now shifted to being on break, and my break time has now started to increase. All right, I'm done on my break. I can end my break, and I can see that that break has now been recorded here. All right, after 3 minutes and 7 seconds, I'm done for the day. I'm going to clock out. And again, I can specify notes about the end of the shift, injuries, and attachments. Okay, so that shows how to use the time card. Now, within the People's tab, I can see that there's a time card here. I was logged in as Frank Dunhill, and you can see that there's a duration of 4 minutes was clocked. If I want to see or edit the details on this, I can go in here as an admin and make these changes, but as an employee without admin privileges, I will not be able to do this. Okay. And last and certainly not least is in the settings, is you can change how this performs. So you can specify whether or not to require a job type, project, or budget line item, and that's entirely up to you. And these operate independently. You can also specify which breaks are paid or unpaid, specify the length, duration, and frequency. If you want to toggle visibility, you can turn those on and off here with this eye icon. All right, that should do it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.